I used to work as a house sitter, taking care of people's homes while they were away. Most assignments were uneventful, but one particular job stands out in my memory as the most disturbing experience of my life. It was a beautiful Victorian mansion in a quiet neighborhood. The owners were an elderly couple who needed someone to stay in their home for a month while they visited relatives overseas. They gave me strict instructions not to enter the attic, as it was full of valuable antiques and fragile items. On the first night, I settled into the guest bedroom and tried to relax. The house was eerily silent, save for the occasional creak of the floorboards. Around midnight, I heard a soft tapping sound coming from upstairs. Assuming it was just the wind or an animal, I ignored it and went back to sleep. The next day, I explored the rest of the house, avoiding the attic as instructed. Everything seemed normal, except for a persistent feeling of unease. That night, the tapping resumed, louder and more insistent. I couldn't ignore it this time, so I climbed the stairs to investigate. At the top of the staircase, I hesitated. The hallway leading to the attic was dark and cold, with shadows dancing along the walls. Swallowing my fear, I crept forward, stopping just short of the attic door. The tapping was definitely coming from inside. Mustering my courage, I opened the door and stepped into the attic. The musty smell of old wood and dust filled my nostrils. Cobwebs hung from the rafters, and the only light came from a single, flickering bulb. In the center of the room, I saw a wooden rocking chair gently swaying back and forth. As I approached, the tapping stopped abruptly. The chair was empty, but I could feel eyes on me. Turning slowly, I scanned the room, but there was nothing else there. Shaking off the feeling, I closed the door and hurried back downstairs. Over the next few days, the tapping continued intermittently, always loudest at night. Each time, I would climb the stairs and confront the empty rocking chair. The sense of dread grew stronger, and I began to lose sleep. One night, after particularly loud tapping, I decided enough was enough. Armed with a flashlight and a baseball bat, I marched up to the attic, determined to put an end to this madness. As I entered, the chair was rocking faster than ever, almost violently. Shining the flashlight around, I spotted something in the corner of the room. A small, child-sized doll sat propped against the wall, its porcelain face cracked and its glass eyes staring unblinkingly. Beside it lay a pile of children's toys, covered in dust. Suddenly, the chair stopped rocking. The silence was deafening. I turned to leave, but a voice whispered in my ear, "Don't go." Startled, I spun around, but there was no one there. The hair on the back of my neck stood on end. That night, I slept fitfully, listening for any sign of movement. At dawn, I packed my bags and fled the house, never to return. The owners were understanding when I explained my reasons for leaving early, but I never told them about the attic. To this day, I wonder what really happened in that house. Was it a ghost, a poltergeist, or something more sinister? Whatever it was, it left a mark on me that I will never forget. Sometimes, when I close my eyes at night, I still hear the gentle tapping of a rocking chair, echoing through the darkness.